15-minute time limit match. Introducing at 206 pounds from Lexington, Tennessee, with his manager Jimmy Hart, Eddie Hot Stuff Gilbert. Going against him at 232 pounds from Montreal, Canada, the national heavyweight champion, Ron Garvin. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Okay, Ronnie Garvin, the national heavyweight champion, moving out against the fellow that's known as Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert is an extremely proficient competitor, no question about that. But he is going up against the national heavyweight champion, Ronnie Garvin. Garvin circles this man and very quickly bulls Gilbert into the ring ropes, and that forces the break. Referee Calhoun asking for the break. They lock up collar and elbow once again. Again, the referee steps in between them as they are into the ring ropes. Gilbert tried for a ankle sweep, and it was a quick back out by Ronnie Garvin. Garvin again stalks his man. Once again, collar and elbow, and into the turnbuckle. This time it's Ronnie Garvin. Irish whip, and then Gilbert reversing on him, and Garvin chest first into that turnbuckle. So Gilbert showing that he's got some great reversal qualities. Duck under, go behind, lateral drop and takedown by. And look at this man Gilbert try and slip away from him. Got to give Gilbert a lot of credit. He is a slippery individual in that ring. For the national heavyweight champion, Ronnie Garvin's going to have his hands full, no question about it. Gilbert, of course, a champion in his own right, and it's Gilbert now. Had the hammerlock momentarily on Garvin, and again, the referee steps between them as they were into the ring ropes. Gilbert getting some quick advice from his manager, Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Jr. at ringside with Jimmy Hart. Gilbert now with a side headlock on Ronnie Garvin. Off the ropes, Garvin caught with a shoulder smash, dropped on the canvas. This time as Garvin tried to set him, and it was Gilbert leapfrogging and came down, and as he has got a leg problem, no question about that. Gilbert, Gilbert utilized that.
How'd you like that, Gordon Soley? Huh? How'd you like that, huh?
Well,
Did we trick him into that, or did we?
Gilbert feigning an injury and then taking full advantage of Ronnie Garvin. Garvin trying to shake those cobwebs loose. And Garvin in trouble as Gilbert feinted him out beautifully. Garvin, dazed, staggered, backs up into that turnbuckle. Gilbert driving the shoulder into the abdominal wall of Ronnie Garvin. Gilbert has Garvin in trouble, no question about it. The national heavyweight champion. Snapmare and a lateral press, but Garvin powers out. And so Ronnie Garvin, the man with the hands of stone, has suddenly found that he has been put on the disadvantaged side of this match by the trickery of one Fast Eddie Gilbert. And Fast Eddie is Hot Stuff himself. Indeed deserves that title. I can't tell at this point in time. It looks like he does indeed have a sleeper hold, the Japanese sleeper on Ronnie Garvin, and Garvin has got to be lapsing into unconsciousness at this point in time. And so Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, now Gilbert riding that back, and Garvin, that caused him to relinquish part of that sleeper, and so Garvin has that blood flow going back to the head once again and jams Gilbert back into the turnbuckle. And Garvin seems to have regained his clarity of senses now, and Garvin now with a side headlock on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Good shoulder smash by Garvin coming off the rope. Garvin catches him once again. Gilbert's got himself a lot of problems now as Ronnie Garvin is beginning to turn the tide of this battle. It's Garvin, the national heavyweight champion, catching him, a chop into the throat. And Lance, it appears to me that Mr. Gilbert, who had a good start going and almost an upset going, that situation seems to be reversed.
It certainly does now, because Garvin, who is indeed one rugged guy, he's got, Jimmy, stop complaining, will you? He's around here, and that's where you get it from the entire First family. Complain, complain. Part of that distraction tactic. Nothing is distracting Ronnie Garvin right now.
Garvin, lateral drop and takedown on hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert keeps him on the mat. He's got a pinning combination going, but Gilbert was able to slide away before the count. And Gilbert connects with a hard right hand to the side of the jaw of Ronnie Garvin and dazes him, takes him back into the far turnbuckle. Referee Calhoun separating him, and it's Garvin's head smashed into the turnbuckle again. So it's the percussions to the head that have been taking their toll on Ronnie Garvin, and it all began when hot stuff Mr. Gilbert, lateral drop by Gilbert now into a pinning combination. Garvin again powers out. But it has been Gilbert going to the head that has been most effective for him. And it is Garvin stalking his man, moves back in, collar and elbow this time.
Ooh, could you hear it?
All the way across the room, I'll tell you what. Garvin now, semi-press. And again, Gilbert able to get that shoulder off. He's in a definite predicament here.
With the attitude that hot stuff has had of recent, I tell you, it's hard for me to give him anything. But Gordon, this son of a gun, is a tough little wrestler. He learned it very well from his father, all of the basics. He's got plenty of speed, and he's a sneaky devil to try to pin, too. Very tough.
No question about it. In fact, I was thinking earlier that Slippery Eddie might be a pretty good name for him.
You got it.
Once again, Gilbert comes to his feet. As Lance just said, he is a second-generation competitor. Good move.
Nice sweep. Garvin takes it.
Garvin tried to stop himself from there and got himself tied up in those ring ropes, and it's Gilbert taking quick advantage. It's Gilbert pounding away with that right hand, finally being forced to break by the referee, but he has taken his toll on Ronnie Garvin, and it is still Garvin tied in those ropes. And you'll notice Jimmy Hart right there at ringside, the referee Calhoun, going to separate those ropes and get Garvin out of those ropes, and it is Jimmy Hart clamping down once again. And so Gilbert continues to press full advantage here. Garvin's arms have been freed. Irish whip off the ropes, and Gilbert catches him the back of the elbow under the chin of Ronnie Garvin. And things do not look good for the national heavyweight champion.
Gilbert, another surprise, because I tell you, just very honestly, I would have said in my own heart, I felt Ronnie Garvin was the favorite, flying off that turnbuckle.
Got him in the side of the rib cage, and that was high up. Again, it is Garvin able to power out, and now watch Gilbert. As Gilbert comes down, it's Ronnie Garvin rolling to one side. And where Gilbert was feigning injury before, brother, he's facing it now. A single-leg Boston Crab by Ronnie Garvin. Single-leg Boston Crab. Wait a minute.
That's all.
Referee calling with a bell as Gilbert is disqualified, and Garvin out there battling two men at once now. It appears six are going here. Garvin in a lot of trouble as they continue to ring the bell. Garvin caught as they're triple teaming him. Wait a second. Jerry the King Lawler and others come charging into the ring, and so they beat a hasty retreat. The winner via disqualification, the national heavyweight champion, Ronnie Garvin.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He had that half crab on him right there, and Hart knew that he was in difficulty, and as so often happens, rather than take a loss in the middle of the ring by submission, in comes Phil Hickerson, another of the family members, and jumps in there. The win goes to Garvin, and it will go down in the books as a disqualification, but I'm certain he would have loved to have heard Hot Stuff say, "I give it up, I give it up."
And I have a hunch he would have, too. And we'll be back in just